Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, then don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. There's been a surge in XRP transfers of 100,000 plus. This has been noticed on the XRPL blockchain. Now this is the highest since May 13th, which is very, very interesting, especially during a time like, well, the last couple of days, the last 24 hours, the last 48 hours, with the market going down. So what does it all mean, right? Now, the data aggregator that overlooks at what's been going on shows that it's been reported, of course, right? So that all these wallets are shifting money and they're shifting large amounts of over 100,000. Now, the highest wallet activity since spring. And that, ladies and gentlemen, at a time like now, with the market so low, it brings up a lot of questions as to what does it all mean? Where are we going with this? What can happen moving forward? What should we take from it? What shouldn't we take from it? But 100,000 plus is a very significant amount. And so we'll dig a little bit deeper over the coming days, looking at this type of data. And by the way, go check out this page, right? I mean, this is pretty cool what they do and how they track and monitor data. And I use this quite a lot because it is really, really interesting in terms of the kind of things that they pick up on, how it all works. And I don't know about you, but numbers don't lie. Like it's, people do, but numbers don't. And this is significant and it must be looked at. It cannot be, it's not something that you look and you're like, yeah, whatever. No, this is serious. Now, XRP price prediction, more proof that Ripple could replace the US dollar. There's been a lot of talk about this. There's been a lot of speculation about it. We're going to talk about it today. The World Economic Forum has officially announced Ripple as a partner on their website. So that's number one. Number two, the XRP price shows an uptick in social media mentions throughout the summer. Very true. And the technical analysis is not correlating with the social media influence as the XRP price has fallen by 10% in one day. Now, when we talk about speculation versus technicals, it can get quite a bit of a grey area. But the World Economic Forum is an international non-governmental and lobbying organization based in Colony Canton in Geneva, in Switzerland. It was founded on the 24th of January 1971. And they've mentioned Ripple is developing and enabling the future use cases that will catalyze the new digital economy for governments, businesses, and consumers. I mean, that's pretty massive. This has been on there for a while, but now people are starting to talk about it. CBDCs, people are starting to talk about it. Governments are talking about their own coin. The US dollar switching to their own CBDC coin. And the social media volume for XRP is starting to ramp up across the board. It's not just Crypto Serpent or other people that talk about it. A lot of people are starting to talk about it. So all of this data has been coming out, and then this comes out today as well. So Ripple Whales would be responsible for XRP's next bull run, and this is why. And in this particular article, obviously it talks about the XRP in the last 24 hours, the lack of volume, the strength is, becoming a little bit weaker. In the last 20 days, the on-chain data revealed a decline in the token network activity since the beginning of August. And the index for active addresses transacting XRP tokens daily has dropped by 31%. In the past 20 days. And the rate of which new addresses join the network since the month started has slowed. A figure of around 17%. So these are all significantly bad, right? However, regardless of the decline in network activity in the past few days, XRP lodged significant WOW activity before the close of trading hours on the 19th, which we spoke about earlier. 452 whales transactions of over $100,000 and above, the highest count since May. That's interesting. Now, it is also worth noting, especially if you're new to researching XRP, that the amount of whales addresses holding between 10,000 to 10 million XRP tokens have gradually increased This is despite the fact that the price has been on the decline since November 2021 and is currently trades at its February 2021 levels. Yet the amount of whales is increasing. That is very significant moving forward and very important data to look at. And I know it's a lot to take in on a Sunday night, but trust me, it's worth it. Now, 190 million XRP shifted by Ripple and its leading on-demand liquidity corridor. Like, once again, more action happening for the on-demand liquidity hub. And this has been going on now for a couple of months where we're starting to see this type of movement. That is very, very significant. And yes, we did see that the crypto market bloodbath occurred. You and I knew this was coming because we've been talking about it for about 3 weeks. That pump that we had seen all the way, Bitcoin reached to 24.5, almost 25,000, was going to be short term. So for those of you that were surprised by it, you shouldn't have been, because if you had been listening to the channel and what's been going on in the last couple of weeks, I said, it ain't gonna last, the rise to 24, 25. I thought maybe we might get to 28, but then we're always going to drop. So pay attention, because I noticed through the analytics that you guys aren't exactly looking at the whole video. But let me show you what Brad Garlinghouse had to say in a recent interview. Let's hear what he had to say.
I think no one is excited to have a lawsuit brought upon you by a government agency. But I think as time has gone by, people have realized that what we have been saying for a long time, that the laws in the United States have not been clear. And to use a 1946 Supreme Court case that we call the Howey test to try to provide clarity about whether or not crypto assets are securities, I think really stretches the Howey test beyond recognition. It's my firm belief that we Ripple are really working to help support the entire crypto industry with this lawsuit with the United States SEC. The good news is outside the United States, you see much more friendly regulatory engagement. And I often, as you probably have heard me say, I encourage entrepreneurs who are starting crypto and blockchain companies today to look outside the United States to start, as opposed to starting in the US.
So how do you see crypto regulations worldwide? In US, here, as well, we recently were in France.
Yes, you and I saw each other at the Paris Blockchain Week, and look, I think you're seeing countries like Switzerland and the UK and the United Arab Emirates, Singapore, Japan, they all have provided certainty and clarity. And it's not even critical exactly what that looks like. What it's critical is that the investors and entrepreneurs know what the rules of the road are. The vast majority of people building capabilities and participating in the crypto markets are good actors, and they want to follow the rules and the laws. But when they're not clear, and as is the case here in the United States, Ripple and I personally went in 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 times to the SEC, met with commissioners, met with the chairman, met with staff, and for years was very transparent about what we're doing. For them years later to come back and say, we think XRP is a security, you should have known that the whole time, feels a little preposterous.
Look, whichever way you look at it, this particular case, the way that it's going, like, you and I both know where this is all going to go, and it is going to go to a Ripple win or a settlement. And again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but Ripple from 2012 onwards did the right thing, asked the right questions, to then come back years later on the 20th of December, the day that this guy, is about to finish in his role at the SEC and bring down this lawsuit. To me, it's garbage, and it's been going on for far too long. All right, so where do we go from here from a price action point of view? What can we expect coming up? Well, if you're looking at this, right, and if you're looking at this particular pattern, then we have seen this happen in the past. So this exact pattern occurred in the past. Now, history doesn't always repeat itself, but sometimes it leaves clues. Now, if it were to follow this exact pattern, it would be May 2023, which, okay, you and I know we're not going to May 2023 into a $1.70 area. This is just to show you what could potentially be happening at the moment. But once again, The past is in the past. And I do not believe that we're going into May 2023 just to see a $1.70 XRP token. But the pattern similarity here in this particular chart is interesting to look at. And that's all it is for. Now, when we start to look at this one, this on the weekly becomes very, very interesting, because I do believe that we still will see a low 30 to a mid 25 cents token completing this pattern. Once this pattern is finished, then we will start to see the move happen, and we'll start to see things that occur that, you know, you and I are, it's probably still within our wildest dreams of what's coming up, you know, in the not too distant future. So that's something that I'm really looking into. Do I see 31 cents, 29, 28 cents coming up? Yes, 31 to me is the one that stands out the most from a resistance point of view, and then we start to move. But 25 cents is not out of the question. It's not out of the question. Now, should we fail at that particular level? If we were to fail at that particular level, a lot of people have been talking about 11 cents. I don't see us going there. And again, I'm just putting it out there. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But the day that we see 11 cents XRP, I just don't see it. I see mid 25 cents. I just don't see 11 cents coming up. Could be wrong, but I do think that that 24 to 25 cents area could be a massive support level as we then begin to move really, really fast into, you know, breaking the previous all-time highs. Once we finish though, once, you know, this is over, this formation finishes, which, like I said, could be 24, 25 cents approximately at the very, very, at the maximum that we get there, right? Then we will start what will be multi-months. It'll be months upon months upon months of rising and rising and rising with the on-demand liquidity hub, the Ripple IPO, that legal clarity. It's going to be phenomenal. And you know what? I'm going to be with you every single step of the way. Now, if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. As always, thank you. Look forward to see you on the next one.